basket after this early.
Where is Hottie? Have we not panned down far enough?
You got to zoom out a little bit.
Hottie and Hunt to switch.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. There he is.
Hottie right there on that.
Samson and Jack
He actually
switch.
looks bigger than Brandon right there in the front of the last. Oh, yeah. Everybody's going to inch up on that line.
Yep.
Gentlemen, everybody on the line. And knock it off.
Big Steve calling the shots, man.
Front double bicep.
Wow.
Front lat spread.
Look how big Samson is.
Yes.
Side chest.
So the strategy here is to figure out, like, okay, like how fast can you get into this pose and how long can you hold it?
Back double bicep.
Let's see who's going to move around here in a minute. Okay, Derek looks great.
He is crispy from the back. I believe we're looking at a two-man show right now. They're right there. Derek and Hottie right now.
That back double by was Derek's last year.
Yeah. With added thickness, he's dry.
Side tricep.
They're going to have to put these, I really think they're going to put these guys through multiple call-ins. I just, you see how Hottie's actually flexing that other pec?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Abdominals and thighs.
That's tough to do, by the way.
The quad stomp from Hottie.
Your favorite, most muscular. Relax.
That's kind of Hottie's
Back
pose
on
right
line.
there. Yeah.
Back on line. No, the line. Turn around. Andrew and Brandon switch. Samson and Derek switch.
But here at home, guys, this could work two ways. They're giving Samson a chance to look at the champ, or maybe they pick Derek.
Front lat spread.
I always end up looking at Hottie's quads like on these front shots. You know?
Side chest.
And if I'm Derek, I'm inching up on Samson. See how Hottie moved back a little bit? See how he did that?
Yep.
Yep.
Back double bicep.
Does that so he can neutralize with Samson's thickness and roundness.
Well, you got on Derek after prejudge last year about that.
Yeah, you got to move over just a little bit. Like if you're Derek Lunsford, you want to move just a little bit to the right, just a little bit. Because all you guys at home watching, you guys know what you're going to do. You're going to go online, you're going to take the screenshots, and you're going to use it to prove who you believe is going to be the best, right? So as an athlete, you got to know that going in.
Side tricep. Abdominals and thighs. Your favorite, most muscular.
Oh, that intercostal serratus and those obliques are just...
And what's wild about Hottie is that is the cross striations in the chest. The density right there in this crab. But this is where I believe.
Thank you, gentlemen. Back in line, please.
In that pose, I believe he wins that pose. Though,
Yes.
You know. And see, as the champ, you want to hit the last shot. See how you do that? That's how it's done. You don't give up any room. So now that group's going to go back. Maybe hydrate, maybe towel off a little bit.
They're coming back out there, Richard.
Yeah.
4 of them. We're going to see Andrew Sampson, Hadi, and Derek one more time, I bet you.
Oh, yeah, we have to. They got to go through the rest of the guys right now.
9 and 13.
But these guys have to realize there's still room for someone to move up. You got to remember, last year, Samson Dowda was in this group.
Michael and Hassan
and he
switch.
moved up. So if you're Crizzle right now, you're in that center, you're thinking, you know what, I want to get in that next spot.
Regan and Hassan switch.
I might want to continue to hard pose. Regan as well, hoping that maybe they can get a call out with Brandon Curry or Hunter Labrada.
This is a big move up for both
Gentlemen,
these guys, though, so they got to battle.
And hit a
It's time
front
to
double
battle.
bicep.
I had a feeling they were going to move Regan.
Yeah. They're rewarding him for all the hard work. I mean, like, he's been very consistent this year.
Look how
Front
small
lat
Crizo's
spread.
waist is in comparison.
Yeah.
Side chest.
So in this portion of the prejudging, what you're going to start seeing is certain people fade and certain people get harder.
Back double bicep.
That's the whole purpose of this long process called the prejudging. It's not just one photograph. It's going to be many, many minutes of posing.
Back lat spread. Side tricep. Abdominals and thighs. Your favorite, most muscular?
Crizzle seems to, I'd say, continue the consistency with his shape. Right now, it looks like he's actually getting harder through the chest.
Thank you, gentlemen. Back in line.
And Regan, that shot is definitely something I want to continue to see in the future.
He's going to do that more.
Yeah.
Competitor number 2, 3, 6, 12, and 16. And 10.
You mentioned it a minute ago. This isn't always a great feeling in this call-out, but none of these guys have anything. They should all have their heads held high. They all brought amazing conditioning, size, symmetry. This is a great call-out.
Absolutely. I mean, it's definitely competitive all around. They're going against guys that they can then look at the photos and say, you know what, this is what I can work on. This is what I can work on here. It's almost like a few guys have like one, maybe 2 good shots, as opposed to another guy that may have 1 or 2 good shots, right? So then you can say, okay, maybe on the front double bicep I'm not as good, but this is what I need to work on so I can beat this call out and dominate.
Yeah, any other pro show, if this was a call-out, this would be first call-out.
Yeah.
These guys are amazing.
Back double bicep.
And it's so hard to critique, right? Like, you know, you don't want to sound rude or anything like that, but there's guys, I mean, yes, can they all improve? Absolutely. Will they? I would definitely hope so, because in order to move up and actually make this experience more valuable for you, your fans, your family, you're going to take this criticism and you're going to go back to that gym literally Sunday with more motivation than ever to be better.
There are some great backs out there.
Yeah. And I believe that Justin Shear on the far right, you know, with the glutes and hamstrings, like it's tightening up a bit. These are things that when you rewind the tape, you start seeing like how you let up on some of these poses. It's like you hit it for just maybe 2 seconds. Perfect.
Relax, face front.
But that's when you got to hit it for 10, 20, 30 seconds. Because the judges have to look from left to right to center. I mean, it's very, very difficult on them.
12 and 16 switch.
These two guys definitely like the most complete, you know, out of this group. Very similar. The legs are strong.
Your favorite, most muscular. Thank you, gentlemen. Back in line, please.
Great job, guys.
All right. I think
you ready to do it again?
I don't. You know what, Tim? I don't know.
Andrew, Michael,
See,
Brandon,
that's why I said I don't know.
and Hunter.
I called it.
You did?
This is where they're going to allow someone to move up. And this is a good competitive call out. I mean, you got Labrada, you got Crizzo, and yeah, Michael Crizzo's probably backstage
Thinking he's done.
Yeah. But no, your job's not finished. Like the late Kobe Bryant used to say, job's not finished, guys. Got to get back to work. Hunter needs to move over just a smidge, I think.
Brandon and Hunter switch.
I'd like to see Andrew Jack's arms go down more. Like, yeah, instead of, because he's already so tall.
With high lats.
Front double bicep.
So instead of having them almost out like,
Front lat spread.
these guys are being very friendly with each
Side
other.
chest.
I wish they would get closer. Move up a little bit. But yeah, if I'm adjudicating this pretty harsh, I would say Andrew Jack definitely needs to
Back double
twist a
bicep.
little differently with having those hamstrings hang a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing them on the side shots. You can be a little bit more conditioned, lower lats, and also the glutes. The legs are huge, don't get me wrong. But we're talking about the detail of like a Hunter Labrada standing next to
Back
him.
lat spread.
Crizzo may move over into the middle a bit more.
I'd like to see that.
Yeah.
I'd like to see the two tallest guys get after it a little bit.
You can't help it. Brandon went over, you know, he put his head down in the Middle East and worked out hard and comes back
Side
over.
tricep.
Had some medical issues leading up to yesterday.
Yeah.
And got cleared by the doctors. So the package he's bringing is incredible.
Valiant effort, for sure. I definitely feel like whatever he was dealing with definitely played a toll on his physique.
Abdominals and thighs.
So I feel like he's fading just a little bit. And with his type of skin texture, with those glutes and hamstrings, he can't allow any type of percentages to go in a negative proportion. Because his upper body will override those legs.
Your favorite, most muscular.
Now, Hunter's obliques and quads look really good in that pose. He is getting harder as we go.
Relax. Andrew and Brandon switch.
Yeah, so this is allowing.
They're putting him next to Crizzo, too.
Yep. And then Brandon next to Hunter.
Gentlemen, spread out, hit a front double bicep.
Look how wide Crizzo is.
Front lat spread.
On that shot.
When he packs more muscle on that, he's going to be hard to touch.
Yeah. And you can see, like, even with the quads, I mean, Andrew Jack has really good quads, guys. But Crizzo's are popping right now. That just means, you know, like maybe he peaked a little bit differently with the carbs, the
Side
loading
chest.
of that. I do believe that we've seen Andrew Jack's quads look a little bit more hard and full.
Back double bicep.
I feel like they have my
Back
playlist
lat
going
spread.
on right now. Playing some Disturbed, dude. Like, man. I feel like I'm back at Armrest.
Side tricep.
Crizzle has not faded at all. In fact, I believe he's gotten harder. I think it's just the muscle control that he's worked on and is definitely showing right now.
Abdominals and thighs.
This will be a great pose for this group.
Mm-hmm. They all have great taper. I mean, and Andrew, look at that. Whew. And he's standing next to Brandon Curry, who also has
Your
great
favorite,
taper.
most muscular. Thank you, gentlemen. Back in line,
There you go.
please.
I wonder if they're going to work him a little bit more. But I believe they already did, so.
Samson.
Yep, there it is.
Derek. And Hadi.
There's your top three right here.
All right, this is going to be good. This is what everybody's been waiting for a year.
And guess who's in the middle?
Yep.
So now we got to figure out if they're going to move him around a little bit.
And hit a front double bicep. Front lat spread.
All of these guys have great front lat spreads, man.
Side chest.
Samson's so V-tapered, it's like X-framed, it's like Tony Freeman.
Yeah.
It's crazy
Yeah,
how
it
big
is.
he is to carry that.
Relax.
Yep.
Everybody on the line.
Okay.
Side chest.
Hadi's chest is so thick, dude. Striated. Same with
Back
the glutes
double
on Derek,
bicep.
man.
Yeah.
I think those two have the glutes from the side, and that's from the rear. I think we might have seen
Back lat spread.
Derek's back, dude. It definitely improved.
Yeah.
Definitely improved.
Side tricep.
That's pretty close.
This is close, guys. Everybody at home is like, no, it's not. It's my guy. It's my favorite guy. But, guys, this is close.
Abdominals and thighs.
You almost have to figure that they have to continue to pose. And you'd hate to have to see someone fade because of that, but you actually need to see multiple comparisons.
Derek's abs just came a little tighter. That's
Your
tough.
favorite, most
we're back to the
muscular.
vacuum.
But that transition, this is where the most muscular, you got to count how many most musculars one person can
Relax.
have. So
Relax.
see what Hadi just did? He did 3 different most musculars. Derek did 2.
Hadi and Derek switch. And go back on the line. Front double bicep.
Steve's working them, man. When the title's on the line, they're going to work you.
Front lat spread.
How different does that look with Hadi in the middle?
It actually really changed Hadi.
Side chest.
Yeah. It's almost like he got energy from that.
If it's possible, he posed a little harder.
Back double bicep.
It's funny how the eyes can look at things a little different, right? Hadi's got to get in that pose.
Back lat spread.
Derek Lunsford, I think, has the best back double bicep of the show.
Yes.
But the back lat spread
Side
is so
tricep.
close, dude. Like, and the fact that you got 2 former 212 guys going against a guy like Samson, who definitely outweighs them by quite a few pounds.
70
right?
pounds, maybe?
Yeah, 60, 70 pounds. You
That's
wouldn't
a
see
great
it.
shot for Hadi.
Oh, it's absolutely those transitions. Look at the separation from the hip all the way down, rec fem, medialis. Oh,
Your
man.
favorite, most muscular.
That's a good shot for Hadi.
Relax. Samson and Hadi switch.
Yep, they're giving everybody a chance. They want to give every guy a chance. This is where your emotions have to be in check. Hottie's like, hey, man, I'm the wolf, dude. Don't make me show my teeth.
Front double bicep.
Okay, to your point, we put Samson in the middle. How did that just
And now
change?
that, see, I kind of know a little bit, a little bit.
Front lat spray.
But then it's always the confidence factor, right? Anytime you're told to be in the middle, you're going to pose with a different sense
Side
of urgency.
chest.
And as a champion, if you're on the side, you tend to think, well, what does that mean? It could mean that you already won the damn thing.
It could, or a couple of years ago, could mean you're sixth.
Exactly.
Back double bicep.
Derek's getting harder through the boots, rear delts, low back.
Back lat spray.
It's like when you're calling out these 8 different shots, right? You're going to give up one, but then the other person gives up one.
Yeah. And that was last year where we
Side
got the 1 or
tricep.
2 poses.
Yeah. So it's all about how many poses do you believe you can beat everyone in the world in? Is it 6? Is it 7? Is it 8? Or is it only 3? Like, how many?
Abdominals and thighs.
Oof. This is the best of the best for a reason.
Yes. I got to give a shout out to my former trainer, Hani Rambod. He
Your
brought
favorite
in
most
his
muscular.
guys peeled. I mean, peeled. Look at that crab on the left.
Hani Rambod's got 2/3 of the best athletes in the world again
Yeah.
this year.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Wow.
This concludes the round. Back to you, Bob.
Samson was
All right,
massive
thank you,
in
Big
that.
Yeah.
Steve. How about a big hand, folks? Your 17 Olympia
If I'm Derek, I'm not
competitors
leaving that
here on
stage right there. I'm not
Congratulations,
doing that.
gentlemen.
I'm
We'll
getting
see
in
everybody
there. I'm
tomorrow
mixing
for
it up
the
with
finals.
Hani.
Folks, that's